Welcome to Car Coach Reports. This is 4 Minute Friday, and I'm Lauren Fix for the week ending October 5th, 2018. Here's what's going on in your automotive world from inside the 2019 Ford Edge Titanium. We are here in Salt Lake City, Utah, and I thought I'd take a break to give you some updates on what's going on in your automotive world. Stay right with us. Let's put 4 minutes on the clock. October is fall car care month. Yes, as the temperatures get colder, those problems with your car do amplify. The squeaks in your brakes, that check engine light's not going to go away, maybe that smell in your car. Well, first thing is brakes are really critical, so if you do have squealing in your brakes any time of year, try to get your brake pads checked because you probably need rotors as well. Typically they go in pairs. Also, it's important the 9 fluids in your car be checked. If you don't know what you're doing, get an ASE certified technician to take care of that. I happen to be ASE certified, but I'm not going to work on your car. You should do it yourself. It's pretty easy to do, actually. In addition, cabin air filters. You get in the car, it smells kind of funky. Probably need to replace that cabin air filter. It's supposed to be replaced every 6 months. Check your tire pressure once a month against the number inside your driver's door against the tire pressure. Never ever use that number that's on the tire because that does not apply to you. Remember, every tire will fit multiple vehicles unless you've got some cool exotic. So it's important that you check your tire pressure to get the most life out of those very expensive rubber tires. Well, there's not much rubber left in them anymore these days. Also, don't forget to, if you get that check engine light, get that addressed right away. Do not wait. And those problems, if you're on top of them, will save you from getting stuck on the side of the road. And never get a flat tire. You never have a problem on a beautiful, sunny, warm day. It's always when it's raining, when it's snowing, and it's really crappy outside. So don't be that person stuck on the side of the road, especially during the holidays. Number 2, driver's ed and adaptive safety systems. AAA just did a study and found that, believe it or not, most people have no idea how active cruise control works. Most people don't even use it. They're shown it once and then they don't trust it. So they want to go ahead and override the system. And the systems actually work if you're educated on them. And that's the problem, is they don't teach it in driver's ed. And when you purchase a car, believe it or not, only 50% of the people that purchase a brand new car are offered the opportunity to go through all those safety systems. Many people are busy or they don't want to do it. But of those 50% of people that purchase new vehicles, 90% of those that are offered take advantage of learning about those safety systems. Hey, it's no longer crank up windows, as I've said before. Nothing's manual anymore. Everything is integrated like a computer. And if you don't know how these systems work, you're never going to get the full benefit of that. It's really important to note that if you use these safety systems on a regular basis and you trust them, like BLIS, which is blind spot intervention systems, so that right rear corner that you typically miss, if you get used to using it, you won't be turning around constantly second guessing those systems. Another system that people typically don't trust is backup cameras. They see them, they're not really sure, and what ends up happening is they turn around, and that's when you can drive over something or someone. So be smart, learn about these safety systems. If you're really unsure, I promise you, you go back to the dealer, they'll help you. If you bought the car used and you still want to know how to use it, there's always going to be a salesperson who will take the time to show you how to use it. Number 3, teens and vaping while driving. It's become an epidemic per the FDA that vaping while driving is dangerous, and Liberty Mutual just did a study with a bunch of teens and they found that 63% of people agreed, yeah, it's dangerous while driving. But any distraction is dangerous while driving, whether you're on your phone or doing something else. You're driving a vehicle that weighs between 3,000 and 5,000 pounds. You want to be in control of that vehicle because the worst thing could happen is an accident or you kill or hurt somebody. So that's why paying attention to the road is important, especially for teen drivers. They also found that teens find it very frustrating that other people in the car are vaping while they're driving. They find that also distracting, and it's something that you should consider discussing with your new driver if you have one. If you are vaping while driving, I'm curious what your thoughts are. You can put that down below. October 2nd was Name Your Car Day, so I thought I'd continue that and sort of get some feedback from you. When people love their cars, they spend a lot of time in their cars, typically more time in their vehicles than they do sleeping. That's kind of interesting. It means you're not sleeping enough. They eat in their cars, they live in their cars, they're always driving around in their vehicles. And so we have found that people like to name their cars. The producer of these videos had a car named Scarlett. I owned a vehicle named Christine. I currently own a black Audi RS5 that I call the Panther. So I'm curious, what do you name your car? We love our cars. We typically call them female names. And I'm curious, what do you name your vehicle? Now try to be clean. Let's not be nasty out there. And this week in automotive history, October 1st, 1908, two very important things happened. One was the Model T rolled off the production line at the Piquette Avenue plant in Detroit, Michigan. Of course, the Model T was one of the most very famous vehicles that Ford produced. In addition, they produced quite a few of them. And also Buick became part of General Motors, a group of brands that came together under the General Motors symbol, and Buick is still there producing great vehicles. And this is what's going on in your automotive world. If you like this video, make sure to like and share, and if you were smart enough to stay to the end of the video, you will have an opportunity to win one of the 5 wonderful giveaways after we reach 20,000 subscribers, and we'll have giveaways on a periodic basis to give you some very cool items that we would like to share with you. Of course, we love your comments down below. Make sure to follow us at carcoachreports.com, subscribe, and hit that little bell next to the subscription on this YouTube channel. And every time we post a 4-Minute Friday, His Turn, Her Turn, or a Car Coach Reports, you will get to see us from all over the world. We're going to Abu Dhabi, we've been to Portugal, and some really cool countries, and we're so honored to be able to share it with you, and we thank you so much for your support. Don't forget to check out our Patreon page. We'll see you next week.